Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, we're off for more Final Fantasy The Dawn of Souls Dungeons of the Anniversary Edition. In the last episode, guys, we escaped from the Chaos Shrine, reaping the benefits of our previous journey through it, in order to help out in the Earthgift Shrine and all the other Dawn of Souls dungeons that we gotta go through. And I'm gonna have to go through this place at least 3 times off camera, because we've got 4 bosses and we can't do them all at once. Once we do one of them, we're forced to leave, and then if we want to face the other 3, or any one of the other 3, we've got to go all the way through the dungeon again. But that does mean opportunity for more silver and gold apples. We bumped into the silver apple last episode, and now we've got to choose our boss. So I haven't really got a plan here. I'm just going to use my usual strategy. So I'm going to have a quick peek in the doorway. As long as I don't take another step, I shouldn't be locked in. Unless the door locks after I've beaten the boss, but you know. All I know is that once you beat the boss, you can't go backwards, and they're all basically spirit bombs, so that's a thing. I'm going to take a peek through the doors, because I believe the one that we looked at the last episode, which was the top right, had a special item for us. And that's the one and that's probably the one I want to go for. The reason why I say that is because it had a chest in the room, so once we beat him, we can open that up. And most of these secret bosses do have special equipment that they will drop upon defeat. So it actually makes me kind of confused on why this one boss doesn't. Well, it has a chest next to it when it would drop it. Maybe it's intended to be the final one, so it's like, hey, you're supposed to fight this one last because you'll get 2 prizes. Because enemies can't do that. They can't drop 2 prizes, that's the thing. But yeah, I think I'm actually going to go for this one first. And am I locked in? No, I'm not locked in. Alright. Fair. Alright! Here we go. There are none who can stop me in all of creation. You too shall fall before me. I don't know what voice to give because I can't remember what boss is which. And if I don't get the reference, then I apologise. And Harriman! I do not know what this guy is from. I'm gonna guess... Actually, hang on. I could probably get it from the music. Bosses in this dungeon, the Earthgift Shrine, in the Dawn of Souls versions of Final Fantasy, are the bosses of Final Fantasy 2. I haven't played Final Fantasy 2, I've watched Pro Jared's review of it, I've tried it a bit myself, and the level up system is just confusing and weird, and it's basically Quest 64 on steroids. So, and that's not a good thing. So, yeah. I'm going to start off by being safe, because this dude scares me a little. So we're going to Invisora here. Then we're going to haste on Sorba. And then we're going to have Protectura. I believe you're a dead enemy, so I'll try a light axe. I don't need to buff myself up too high, because these are the first bosses. I mean, that's a one-hit KO move that we dodge, so that's perfectly fine. But yes, these bosses probably have higher stats than they normally do in their original games anyway, because they're technically secret bosses for this game. Then again, you could also say, oh, they're from the, like, other worlds. No, that does not affect him, so he's not an undead enemy. That is annoying. Let's try and attack all round, see what happens here. 16 hits, that's 500, that's not bad. 7 hits from Zest, that's a 300. Daewoo's not doing anything like that. We're resisting those hits perfectly fine because that protect. And Flo does decent damage as well, so that is not bad at all. So what I'm going to do is, with Zest's turn, I'm going to give him the Giant's Gloves for the Saber. On Sorba's turn, I'm going to cast Haste on Zest. I don't think we need any resistance from any spell, so I'm not going to bother with a know-all. I'm just going to attack with Flo. I don't need to use magic on this turn. I feel like that's perfectly justified. And I'm going to just cast Flare with Daewoo because he has the highest magic stat in the game, or intelligence, whatever it's called in this game. And he also has the highest MP in the game, so it's not really going to hurt me much when it comes to cost. Nice. Pretty much. He's still doing less damage than everyone else, but hey, it's like comparable at least. Alright, so let's do that. I'm going to now use the Giant's Gloves on you. I could use a heal all over, so I am going to use Healaga. And you can do what you just did. Flare him. Ha! Sorba only took 40 from you. Look at that damage! 1,306! Ooh! From Zest! That is the highest damage output we've ever had. We've hit the quadruple digits, guys. That feels good. That feels really good. Especially since we can reach that now, because that's Saber and Haste boosted. Right, now. I feel like being quite the dick here, so let's Haste on Flo. Let's give Flo the Giant's Gloves. Daewoo, you just do another flare, because why not? Oh, since Flo's got that Masamune, she's viable for physical damage. And she does a 5-hit combo at base. So this is good. 16 hit, 1240. Here's a flare from Daewoo. Probably a 450 roundabout. I'm going to call it. Yeah, wow, on the dot. And that was enough to kill. I didn't even need to set up that much. I just needed to protect and that would have been it. Yeah, these bosses aren't exactly that tough at my current level. It's just getting through it is going to be the toughest part. And he always drops a dry ether upon defeat. So if you need to grind them up, go out your way and take him out multiple times. And we get something a lot more decent for us here, a Mega Elixir as well. Not the best items I could have got from this endeavour, but you know, it's something, I guess. So we got a dry ether out of that, another Mega Elixir out of that. That's really nice. Oh yeah, but what I didn't mention at the beginning of the last episode, all the items that we used against the final boss didn't actually get used because, you know, when you save clear data, so you want to use a completely different save file or an empty slot. And when you load up your original file, you'll be back to where you saved last, so your items wouldn't have been used. But yeah, that's that round. But now if I try to leave, the door is locked. A strange force bars the door. That's what I was talking about. Once you beat a boss, you can't go back to challenge the other three. You have to go all the way through the dungeon again to do all the other bosses. Now, this ain't gonna be the complete, like, this ain't gonna be exactly the same for all the Dawn of Souls dungeons. There's the warp that we couldn't take. Some dungeons allow you to actually warp out without an issue. You can use the exit spell, I believe so. Because taking the warp in the dungeon actually acts like the exit spell. It spit us out right here. But yeah, so I'm going to have to go through what I get off screen. I'm not going to do that while I'm recording because I'll just have like 40 minutes of pointless footage. And, well, considering that we didn't get a lot of experience. Actually, did that dude even give us any experience? I don't think he did. Oh wow, you're quite lower down there. Where is everything? Oh, well, the bosses are going to be after the, Wait, where are the optional bosses here? Where are the optional bosses? Not too sure where. Ah, Everyman. That's what we're for. Yeah, they do. These secret bosses drop no money and no experience, despite how tough they are. You would think that, oh, they're tough, so they would give, like, pretty much a full level up worth. Nope. Just a rare item drop. Guaranteed. So that's kind of a thing. And, obviously, they get added to the bestiary. Now, like I said, other Dawn of Souls dungeons ain't going to be like this. I mean, for example, in the next one we've got to go through, I think it's... You get halfway through, you choose between two bosses, and then you continue to the next half of the dungeon, and when you reach the final floor, you once again have a selection of two bosses. So, yeah, that's a thing. So that means you'll fight two bosses on one playthrough, so that means you have to do the dungeon twice. Even though I believe the next dungeon is 10 floors long, so that means you've got to do 20 floors anyway. That's a thing. So, I'm going to stop recording here, because, like I said, I don't want to, like, eat up my memory. And yeah, I'll do the dungeon off screen, and I'll meet you guys back at the boss selection screen, I guess. See you guys in a bit. Forget about what I said about the forest floor. It's the same way each time. I must have remembered incorrectly because I had to go through the exact same way as I did last episode just now. Well, I say just now, it was like floor 2, but floors 3 and 4 were just the cavern floors, and I blasted through those without a single encounter. Just goes to show that that floor is the worst floor. For me, anyway. And I didn't get any apples. However, items! Well, I got another red fang. I got another right fang. I got another protect drink. And I got a new item. A vampire fang. Paralyzes one foe. Whippity-doo. Yay. Alright, so we did the top right enemy last time, so this time we're going to be doing the top left enemy. I may not actually be able to fit more than 2 bosses in a video, actually, because it could take a while. I keep going into dead ends. What's the matter with me? Here we go. Right, so I've already saved. Nothing too dramatic there. I have not healed. That was smart. Well done, me. I think you could just use a potion. Yeah, that was enough. Potion. Potion. Oh, we did not take a lot of damage at all. Our magic isn't healed, though. So that's a thing. So, let's grab our ethers, because we've got tons of them. There we are. And there we go. Slap one on you, and you didn't even need one. And yeah, now we're ready to go. In me are all things great and small extinguished. Die now, warriors of light. How do you know who we are? Being from another dimension, you two-headed dragon. I don't actually remember this guy. Strange. Maybe I haven't fought this guy in a while. To be fair, I haven't done these dungeons that often at all. So that might be a thing. You know what? Let's just attack him normally. Let's see what happens. 232 damage. Well, at least we survived the hit. So that's fine. We're doing decent damage without any buffs at all. Look at this. I think this guy might be the easiest one of the bunch. Right, so here's what we're going to do here. You are going to cast Cura on our white mage. Or you can attack normally. Mainly because I want you to cast Protect Terror, because that would be nice. And you know what the hell not. We'll just slap on a white robe. Just to give us that extra little bit of defense. Well, in the magic department anyway. That was 100. That's good enough. I mean, flows back up to a decent number. That did enough. We can tank the hits. It's fine. I just need to heal one person at a time. He's not doing any elemental attacks at the moment. I hit everybody, so it's not that big of an issue. I think a cure from flow would actually do it just fine. Actually, yeah. I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna do physical attacks. Let's see how that works out. Okay, Daewoo's not doing a lot. That's a problem. Okay, now Sorrel would need more than a cure. But yeah, he's just doing normal physical attacks, so I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. In fact, Daewoo, you can just use your turn and give high potions to everybody. That'll do. Yeah, he's doing like 100 a pop now. And we're doing like 2 to 400 each time, so it's like... I don't think this dude's a big threat, he's just a basic enemy. Even though he refers to us personally as the Warriors of Light, die now, when like the other dude was just like... I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna do a flare. Screw it. Look at this damage. I'm not doing anything at all. And he's not doing anything to me, effectively, because I've got all this health. I mean, Daewoo will probably be suspected, but, you know, it's like... We've all got decent enough defense. We've got that one protect buff on everybody. Invis ain't really doing anything to help us, but, you know, it's not really that big of an issue. I'm just going to use a healing helm on your turn. It's funny, I'm having Daewoo just be the odd wild card, and everyone else is just doing physical attacks. And he's dead already, look at that! Wow, that was easy. That was not even 5 minutes. I can actually squeeze another battle in. And you know what? I will do. And we actually got something decent. A Bard's Tunic. That's it, though. Once again, we cannot leave. I'm not going to check the door every time, because that's just going to be annoying. So, let's make our way out. In fact... I'll just check this now while I'm at it. And I am going to sell the clothes off screen. That will be a thing. But anyway, let's have a look at that Bard's Tunic here. Who can equip that? Please say it's not just for the monks. Oh no, everyone can equip it! A light, loose-fitting tunic. Why do I get the feeling that it's going to be absolute shit? Because you're expected to do this. Whoa, the evasion though. I'm guessing it's a tunic that raises evasion? That's kind of high. I mean, it offers more... no, I don't know. It offers more evasion than the ice armor. I mean, I guess everyone can equip it, so it's going to be decent to somebody. So, Sorber and Zest is a no-go, but what about Flow? No, actually weaker. Oh, no. Well, I guess if it was your first time through this dungeon and there's no actual accessible warp, this boss would be the throwaway tough boss. No special attacks, just a powerful ass physical attack. Alright then. At least it's new equipment I'm not going to get rid of, but because it's like one of a kind that's... Well, I said that, but I did that to the Diamond Armor as well. But I haven't really got any other reason to sell items, even though I didn't need to sell those off anyway. all other equipment that we had was better. And you know what? I'm going to keep Bard's equipment anyway, because it's a Dawn of Souls exclusive, so that's my reasoning. Anyway, I'm going to sell those clothes. That's just been sitting in our inventory, because I keep forgetting to do that. I'm going to use a tent to heal. Actually, no, I don't even need to do that. I could just go back through. Screw it, I'm just going to sell the clothes, and I'll meet you guys back here in another 5-10 minutes. And I'm back again. Seriously, that I know I keep saying it, but that forest level definitely takes pretty much 3/4 of the time it takes to get through this. The desert, super easy, and the 2 tunnels, what are they? They're just like one-way tunnels, effectively. But we have got more new items, but I've also got a new encounter, actually. So if I just come all the way down here quickly, actually, we can check that 2-headed dragon that we fought. Yeah, nothing but HP. Effectively. It was just everything, but that didn't really mean anything, did it? Where was that enemy? Here we are, Cabrera Pass. I bumped into this. Yeah, even though it's the background of the purple forest that I loathe, I never bumped into this thing in that area. It was only the desert that I encountered these things. And I bumped into them like a couple of times. I beat them once just to add them in. And because it was in like a battle of 3, and then I just ran from every other encounter because there's no point in fighting them because they give such negligible experience. There's no point. But as I said, we have new items as well. So let's go down. So I got another red fang, I think. I got another. I can't remember what I got now. It's grating. I did find another silver apple though, so that's cool. But I also found a blue curtain which casts no shock. I don't know why blue translates to electricity. Maybe it's because the effect is blue and not yellow, but I would have synonymized yellow with electric in this case. And like I said, I would have synonymized white with something else, but white's apparently ice and blue is apparently lightning, so there we go. So we got a blue curtain and a white curtain right there. So that's awesome, I guess. So we'll sort those out once again. I've already saved once again. I'm going to do the bottom left this time. Oh, wait. What's my health? Negligible. Literally just points. So you've managed to reach these depths, I commend you. But your journey ends here, I'm afraid. And if it's a woman, I suck at those voices. Alright, who's the next Final Fantasy 2 boss? Cerberus! Right. You know, I don't feel like these bosses are going to be much of an issue to us at this point. I might be thinking of the next dungeon where I normally have trouble. Well, a no shock would be in order. That actually did hefty damage. So I will definitely do that. So you can start off with a no shock, because you have it. You can just slap up a white robe. You can slap up a Protectora, and you can do a... No, where is it? A healing helm or a healing staff, whatever I can find first, so that we can just heal that negligible damage, and so we can also get a nice decent chunk of HP back. So I did not get the no shock off because Esther's still trying to cast it, thanks game, and it's right after the fact. It's like, oh, we're gonna block lightning, let's do it after we get hit. Thanks game. Really like that idea. Right, so let's heal that damage that we just took. Right, I'm just gonna keep doing that now. So, Daewoo's going to be my healing bitch this time. And everyone else can just do physical damage until he falls. I don't even need to do buffs. I bet you. It'll probably speed it up overall, but you know, it's like, I can also do the damage now. Yeah, we don't need to do much. Let's just keep using the healing staff here. Oh, ouch! 1 HP damage. Just did the Protector just in case, but obviously this dude hasn't got the physical damage. His power is in the Thunderbolt. Which actually kind of makes sense with the Disney Cerberus in the Hercules world of Kingdom Hearts, which was also made by Square Enix, so it's like... Because he uses kind of like meteor and lightning attacks, that kind of makes sense. So, well, it's more like meteor than anything else. Fire, dark fire, I don't know what you want to call it. I'm just going to attack you, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to draw parallels. There's not really much to say at this point. I keep coming to those points, but it's like... It's a Final Fantasy 2 boss. I've never played Final Fantasy 2. What do you want me to say? And I believe it is Final Fantasy 2. If it isn't, I'll obviously put a caption in every time I say, oh, it's Final Fantasy 2, it's actually Final Fantasy 3 or something stupid, but I kind of recognise this from Dissidia, and I believe it is Final Fantasy 2, so it's kind of a thing. Obviously, it's not the same mix, but you get what I'm saying. So, we're actually back up to full health. I just did the healing staff just in case we did get hit again, which we are right here. You know, I did no shock, and yet it didn't seem to do much difference to the damage I was taking, which is kind of weird, because I was blocking lightning attacks, but Thunderbolt was still hitting me. Doesn't matter though, he's dead. That was literally nothing. And you know what? I'm up to pretty much 22 minutes. We got a Kotetsu. I don't think we were able to buy those at all. I think this is the only one we have, so let's have a look at that. Small katana designed for easy use. Maybe we did have this before. And this is just like a way to get additional ones. Yeah, that's kind of useless actually. I think I will sell that. I know for a fact that we did not find a Bard's Tunic with anywhere in the game. But a Kotetsu sounds really similar. That's it! A Kotetsu. Kotetsu was the weapon. Compared to a broadsword or scimitar, I think it was called. And the only difference between the two was that the Kotetsu could be wielded by thieves, while the other weapon couldn't. I think that's the very weapon we're talking about right now. And the Sasuke blade is just an overall upgrade. So yeah, that will be a weapon I'll be selling. But yeah, that's that. So I guess I'll go for this dungeon one final time, and I can just get this whole dungeon done today. That'd be nice. Then I've just got to edit the damn thing. So I'll see you guys in 10 minutes again. And I am back for the final time. Alright, so I don't know why I did that, but I can tell you why I am in here. I got another vampire fang, but more importantly, I now have another silver apple. Daewoo, you can have that, because we already know you are the one who never has HP, and now you've just gained an extra 10 without even leveling up. Alright, final door, let's go in, no turning back. You've done well to come this far, but you will go no further, even though I already have 3 times before. Who are you, good sir? Echidna. I think this is Final Fantasy 3. Because this doesn't look like something that belongs to Final Fantasy 2, to be fair. This is like, I think I remember fighting something like the Echidna that looked like this in Final Fantasy 3. Then again, the only Final Fantasy 3 that I've played is the DS version. So I don't know. Is this Final Fantasy 2 or Final Fantasy 3? I'm not too sure. Like I said, at the beginning of the video, the first time I mentioned is it Final Fantasy 2, I would have had a caption saying it would be, every time I say Final Fantasy 2, I probably mean Final Fantasy, whatever it's supposed to be. I know it's one of the first 3, but it can't be 1, obviously, so it must be 2 or 3. Anyway, I forget what you're capable of, to be fair, so you know what, I'm just going to do my usual minor buffs, get the white robe on, get Protector on, and just do a minor heal to start things off. Healing stuff. Just in case if she decides to do a all-over whammy kablam like Earthquake, but that's not going to do anything to us. Unless it decides to one-shot Zest in the amount of how many times? Voice. Almost swallowed on my own spit there. Sorry that you didn't know about that. I don't know what happened to my voice there. It was weird. Yeah, the one time it actually works. Wow. That must mean that Earthquake has a pretty low chance of actually working, considering that it didn't one-shot Zest once during the final boss fight. So, that's a thing. You're a dick, so can I do this? At least I get useful life for a bit. You know what? If I'm going to do that, I might as well just hit you with a flare. That's 240, so you seem to resist physical attacks pretty well. It does annoy me, though, that it actually got the Earthquake off and it actually killed Zest. Remember, everyone else has a ribbon, and we don't exactly have food. Wait. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Excuse me? Does this only work against Scourge and Kill and stuff like that, not Earthquake? Does that mean it's more of a status than anything else? As in, like, it doesn't reduce your health to 0 and then give you knockout? It just gives you the knockout status, making HP go 0 that way? Because that's a bit weird. Alright, so I'm just going to do it this way. Let's do it the easy way. Okay, yeah, you do your usual flare. We're just trying to get the damage back up right now as I'm trying to fix what just happened. Get your protect back up. Get the flare off. So for the invisible, actually. I was actually quite surprised that I'm actually able to fit all this into one video. I was debating if it was going to be possible or not. Okay, so Echidna, even though it looks nothing like an Echidna, but then again, when does Knuckles want to like an Echidna? Don't know what to say really. It's like, apparently this thing is proficient in one-shot kill attacks. Oh yeah, by the way, you can't use the silver apple in battle to permanently raise your max HP by 5 in battle. I mean, I guess it would be pointless anyway, because it won't give you that health, but, you know, you can use those tonics that temporarily give you health, so it just begs the question. I can spam the flares, it's fine. This thing's gonna die soon anyway. I wonder what you drop. I forget what you drop. I don't think you drop what I want. I might actually want to do research for the next dungeon, because I think one of the bosses actually drops something I really want for the other bosses, even though it's the tougher one, or it's the longer one. It's not the tougher one, but it's a thing. And I'm definitely not going to be able to fit both of the bosses in one video, because well, I might be able to. No, I definitely won't be able to. I don't know, because the next dungeon's a little bit different. Like I said, it's like you got to go to the 5th floor, then you have a choice of 2 bosses, and then you continue to the 10th floor, where you have a choice of another 2 bosses. So it's like, I don't know. I'm blocking these physical attacks. If you want to actually start hurting me properly, you better start doing more spells, because your physical attacks are doing literally nothing to me. I'm just spamming attacks at this point. I mean, I know Daewoo's not doing any damage, but there's not much point. If you kill Zest again, I swear. I can't believe that was the only time that Zest actually got knocked out, and Daewoo got the kill with a crit. He was doing 5 HP damage, and he got the crit. And that's what finished her off. You got knocked out by my weakest physical attacker. And you drop an X potion. Well, that was anticlimactic. We're done. We're done. That's the entirety of the Earthgift Shrine. There was a couple of random encounters, or a couple of enemies that I could have bumped into random encounters that I didn't actually bump into. I think one of them is a wolf type of enemy. Like, this sprite, but obviously different coloured. But I didn't bump into him, so that's a thing. But yes, I bumped into... Keep pressing the button. I did bump into the main bosses anyway, if we can get to those. Here we are. So, Cerberus, which drops the Kotetsu every time you defeat him. So if you want to grind X potions, fight the Echidna. If you want to grind Dry Ethers, keep defeating the Error Man. And I guess if you just want to get out quick, you beat the 2-headed dragon, because all he does is physical attacks. Just cast Protect and you're good to go. But yeah, that's the first dungeon of the Dawn of Souls. Next time, we go to, well, I think it, wait, which one is it actually? It's the Fire Crystal. So does that mean we go to Hellfire Chasm next, which is on the Dragon Islands? For some reason I was thinking of Live Spring Grotto, but that's when I normally burn out and give up on this game. Like I said, I've never been to Whisperwind Cove, I've never attempted it once. It's a 40-floor dungeon, which is insanity, but you only have to do one trip through, I believe. Or was that Hellfire Chasm? I'm not too sure, I forget. I think Hellfire Chasm is just go to floor 10 and then you choose 1 of 4 bosses again, but you have to do the whole thing and it's annoying. But yeah, in the next episode, guys, we take on the second of the Dawn of Souls dungeon, Hellfire Chasm. And we'll see what hell awaits us in the chasm below. See you guys then.